basically pulled all the stuff out of the truck so far. I got my gloves on, and anytime you're working in these cars, you want to have PPE on for you and them. And I've already pulled all the mats out, and so all the debris, I moved the seats forward, pull all the debris out, but this I'll blow out with a tornado, compressed air, and we don't need no lily, bro. Alright, so this is super clean 4-to-1, and what we're going to do is we're going to spray it all through here, and then we'll come back and pressure wash this out. You know, just kind of pressure wash that out. Then we're going to come back and dry that out with a towel, and then later we'll wipe it down with another product. At the point where we're going to be working on our wheels, what we're going to do is we'll wash them off, and then what I use is Rage 4-to-1 in an IK sprayer. It's just, you can use anything, and this can be sprayed on just about any application, you know, at that dilution ratio. But I use a speed brush for the back, small speed brush for the places you can't get in, brush on the front tire, clean it. You'll see the results. What I use, I'm gonna wash this thing, I'm gonna strip wash it with purple power vehicle and bow wash. It really don't matter how much you use because it's pretty cheap. You know, you can get it at Walmart, and you know, it's cheap. So I poured a bunch in there, so that's just me. And I wash at the front, and we basically kind of debris it off. This is super clean 4-to-1. Spray that on real good, and then you can work your brush and clean all the bugs or what off, and then just spray it off. But that's your bug wash for your front. Just a super clean 4-to-1. I'm using this big soft brush because it doesn't scratch really anything. It's a real nice brush. So these are the kind of things that you use to keep a nice vehicle from getting messed up. You just don't hit it with one of those wrong applications, gonna scratch it. Alright, so on this panel we've kind of washed it off already, but what we'll do is we'll wash the panel off again, just to show you guys, just to show you there's nothing really on the panel. And then we're actually going to use super clean 4-to-1 as a traffic film on the same panel. Now, this is a brand new clay towel, guys. Hold on for 1 second, let me find it. Alright, so this is a brand new clay towel, and you can just slide clay, you know. You can use the traditional clay. I have the traditional clay right there, but I was just kind of showing you guys with this one panel. I'm not going to clay this guy's truck with that, but I'm going to clay it with the point where the truck's been washed and dried and all that, and we're going to put iron remover on here. That's the one I like to use. I've used a lot of them. I have Iron X, but this one's reasonably priced. It works just as good. So this stuff's gonna actually start turning purple in areas as this iron decon works, and I'm gonna kind of just show you the principle. You'll really see it on the wheel. It just depends on how good I've cleaned it. But you give it about 2 to 5 minutes. Just make sure it's wet and just kind of see. Pretty dang good right there. I clean that wheel good, boy. Shoot. But yeah, I can see it turning purple on the paint right in there. So Then you just wash it off. That's the basic principle. You'll just wash your iron remover off and just wash it off real well, because it'll start rolling out of all these cracks and crevices, and then you don't want purple iron remover still coming down. I mean, you can kind of see the purple in there. I mean, now that we've run the iron remover, we've dried this thing, it's got a pretty reflection on it already. We're gonna spray. This is a wipeout, and it's 1 to 20. It's basically at that ratio. It's basically a detail spray. So we'll spray that on and basically just make sure all the bonded contaminants are, you know, off the paint. A lot of times you can feel drag wear, but this thing's been cleaned pretty well, so you can kind of see some stuff on there. But I mean, normally it'd be like super nasty, super crazy. And then you just kind of come behind that with, at the point where we've clayed it, and I'm gonna clay his windows, and I'll show. I use glass clay on his windows, so I'll do that. But here's what she looks like after being clayed. Just super shiny, super reflective. So, you know, even though this thing isn't getting any kind of like paint enhancement or any DA work, it's just anything you do before you put these sealants on. Prep work is what makes everything shine. If you don't have no shine and then you put some sealant over no shine, I mean, whatever. We're going to put the deep gloss paint sealant on it, and I've actually waited a lot of time. Then I put some armor on this thing. It's a DPC product, and I waited a lot of time on it. So the last step I'm gonna put on this guy will be the TIO2 sealant, and it's already just super reflective. So this is where we kind of do our mats, and you can either do super clean 4 to 1, super clean kind of however, but basically any degreaser, spray it on there. A lot of times you can just spray it off with your pressure washer, and that's good enough. Sometimes you have to actually hand scrub these mats, but the main thing is just make sure you get it clean. And then what I do is, once I get it clean, I'll spray it down with coverall. It's an inside exterior tire dressing. Like, I'll set that aside and then spray it down with coverall. It'll just be super glossy, super shiny. So it's just a coverall product, and just spray it on, be super shiny. The sun's actually gonna melt this stuff into the plastics, and then I might have to hit it with a rag. Just depends on if it's slick or not. That's the only thing. So I blew it out earlier, and now I'm just kind of going back in and vacuuming it all up while I'm giving some allotted time before I can lay down another sealant. So it's gonna look super nice in here. A lot of guys talk crap about chemical guys products, but there is one that I like, and I think a lot of them like, and it's this product right here. And I buy it in a gallon because it's $16 for 16 ounces. So, shined out mat. I'm actually going to clean this guy's seats for him. This is what I call Serrano sauce. I'm sure a lot of people know it. It's 3 ounces of super clean, 32 ounces of water, and 8 drops of Dawn. Shake that up, and it's one of the most cost-effective cleaners that you can use. And then you go back over whatever your desired application is, whether it's McGuire's or it's Adams, chemical guys, whatever. So main thing is you just want to have a good product on your material, and a lot of these new seats, they come with a coating on them already. It's just, man, you treat your stuff good, it'll treat you good. All right, so here's the finished product. Basically just hit it with some Serrano sauce, and it just gives it a matte look. It's a cheaper cleaner. Now I use Wipeout 3 ounces F-bomb. No, it's 3 ounces F-bomb, 2 ounces Wipeout, 32 ounces of water. And it's a more expensive product. The look's a tiny bit different, but you're gonna go back over with the product, save some money. All right, so as you can see, this is leather conditioned with Chemical Guys leather conditioner. Put it on this applicator pad, wiped all its plastics down. This thing is super dialed in. You see a contrast here, contrast there, just sharp. All my towels I use, I try to keep them at all times. That's how your windows get super clean. Just always having your towels at hand, ready to go, folded, clean, prepped, makes a huge difference. I use invisible glass, so we'll just spray it down, come back with our speed waffle towel. And the deal with the windows is that the inside should be done a certain way, the outside should be done a certain way. So when you finish up your windows, go side to side. That way, when you're walking around your vehicle at the end, you can look at your windows and actually tell if you got streaks side to side, problems on the inside. If you got streaks up and down, problems are on the outside. So we already cleaned these, and we're kind of at the point where we're going to finish this truck up. So we'll kind of just hit these with a spray wax, and then wipe them down. All these inside these door panels, you know, because we cleaned them real good earlier with that super clean ratio, but you don't want no streaks or nothing. When they open up the door, it's just super glossy, super reflective. That's what they're paying for. Super shined out. This guy's my style right here. Look at that. He needs to bring those over, because I love shooting quarters. So the inside's kind of done. The windows, mirror shine on his panels. So everything inside out just dialed in. Smells like leather. Awesome. Awesome deal. Just have to hit that foot pedal down there and we're good. All right, so we're putting on our last final coat of sealant, and it's basically Kingsguard top coat. It's a DPC product. You can spray it over anything, really. It's one of the last things I use. It's a TIO2 coating, and it just reflects different. You see how shiny those clouds are in the background? Like crazy, but super dialed in. Tires, let's just go over that. We cleaned them super clean, and then we went over them with an aqua gloss, then back over it with a coverall, a double dip tire wet. You want to know how tires look so good, so shiny, longevity. That's it. Now we strip washed this thing, traffic filmed, iron decon, clayed it, then we put a deep candy paint sealant on it, then we put basically an armor on it, then we came back over it with a TIO2 sealant, and it's just super sick, super